All right, we are live. I think. Let me refresh. Like you said, I mean, it always takes a while to get this thing going. Oh, this one was quick. There you are. We're live. All right, can you
See,
hear me? Everything good? Let me know in the chat. Ace Vendan, Christine, Girl on Fire, Jesse. So yes, we are back from Kansas City conference. We didn't have a live show, unfortunately, last Wednesday. Hopefully, you found something to do while we were gone, since I know it could get very lonely without the Hustle Bee and I.
what's
Uh,
up, everybody? I just got up from a nap. I'm fully recharged and energized to talk and just share things that we have up ready for you tonight.
all right, there we and you know what? This time change because me and Yang we had to do a podcast before I did this episode, this live show. Man, time change just throwing everything off right now.
For sure. Responding to that.
Zombrie's in the house. Tracy and Zach, who we hung out with in Kansas
Yep,
City.
yep.
What's up,
Hustle.
Mark, Christine, Justin, Stevie, Nick,
We'll call them the muscle couple.
Muscle Couple in the house. Ryan, what's up? Tish, from San Diego. So good thing you brought up from San Diego because San Diego is on our radar for the meetups. But if you're interested, Orlando, Tampa, Miami, coming up very, very soon next month, April 26th through 30th. We're going to try to figure everything out as far as like what city is when. But for sure, it's going to be that last week of April. We're going to be in Florida and then Washington, D.C., May 17th through 22nd. The Washington one, we're trying to do something bigger than normal. So if you're interested and you're in somewhat that area, even if you're a little bit further out, drive in
Driving
Washington, D.C. We're going to make it worth your while.
for sure.
So that one is hustlerhacks.com/East Coast. If you haven't signed up, they're free meetups, and we're going to be there, and we can talk, hang out, free giveaways, and this always doesn't work, but I'll put the link in this chat. But you have to figure it out. But hustlerhacks.com/East Coast. We will be there.
You are.
But San Diego, we are pushing for. You remember what month we said we were thinking of?
You got the dates, bro.
Oh
What
yeah,
do you have?
September. Okay, San Diego, we're pushing for September. Now, if this happens, we also plan to doing something bigger than normal meetups
San
this
Diego.
location as well. So there's a hint there. DC, San Diego could be bigger than normal on meetups. All
All
right,
right.
let me go
You
back.
said 3 hours out, but we'll make it to DC. There we go. Chris driving from West Virginia for sure. 2 hours from DC and Philly. No drive to DC. No Philly drive to DC or New York. So yes, guys, we are very excited that the event that we were just in, that really fired us up. Me and Glenn had a lot of conversations in our room, and we were just thinking about all the meetups that we're gonna do for the rest of the year. So pretty soon, you guys watch out. We will actually be releasing our tour dates for the rest of 2018. So we're excited, guys. We're excited to meet you in person. We were able to hang out with a lot of resellers, just a lot of like-minded people, and we did love it. We love bringing people together, sharing ideas, and that's what we're really looking forward to on the next future Out Hustled events.
Yep, and yeah, why not bigger than normal in Florida? Also because that one's coming up very, very soon, and this one gives us a little bit more time to prepare, especially for the San Diego one. But like Ken said, we have a rough idea on where else we're going to go for the rest of the year. So we're going to keep everybody posted, but we're just trying to consistently improve in our meetups because if you watch the Portland one, which I think some people did, Out Hustled 4, episode 2, we're in Portland and more people showed up than we originally thought. And then that place was already kind of busy as it was also. So then it just kind of like got a little mixed up in there. And now we just want to make sure we get it cleaned up, like better meetups to where, people aren't like uncomfortable because at one point it was like, man, there's nowhere to sit and people got
Too
drinks
packed.
and
Yeah.
yeah, it got packed. So we're trying to work on that, and we hopefully the Florida one will be better as well.
And also Florida, we're actually doing 3 cities, so it's not really as big, but there's gonna be more meetups. So we're gonna be in Tampa, Orlando, and Miami. So it's not gonna be squished in one location because me and Glenn wants to visit all those 3 cities too. So we decided to just split it up in smaller. It's not going to be smaller meetups, but we're splitting it up in three because we know that we know a lot of people in Florida, so we're just kind of like anticipating more people that's going to show up. So yeah, it's not like Florida's gonna be worse than other meetups, but we're just doing more cities in Florida because it's just a bigger city too. I mean, bigger state.
Yeah, very true. And yeah, I think so. This episode, top five signs you are meant to be an eBay seller. I think this one was kind of. I mean, anybody could be a seller, right? Anybody
Yes.
could just go and start selling, making money. But there seems to be some like traits, characteristics out there that I think if you have kind of like that business mindset, a lot of this has to do with like mindset and taking action, then I think that also help on just different things that, to become successful and or know if this was meant for you or not. So I think this is going to be pretty cool to talk about, like a little general discussion. We'll go like 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The B has no clue about any of these on
Well,
what
that
I
was
even have planned.
so Glenn wasn't able to brief me whatever he's talking about tonight, so it will be a live commentating for me tonight.
Freestyling.
Yep.
This guy's ready. So let me see. Anything else? We'll go back into the chat here and there.
For sure.
Fleet Fighter, Manuel Wilson, what's up? All right, so top five signs you're meant to be an eBay seller. Let's start off with number five. And number five is you cannot waste time. You see time as your biggest asset. And this has become harder and harder for me to kind of like spend time in different things that I figure out are pretty much a waste at this point. Like, which kind of sucks because I mean I enjoy playing video games. I enjoy I enjoy watching
It made
my
me laugh.
I know, right? I enjoy my Dolphins struggle, even though I'm still a fan. They've been making some random moves lately. But even watching like a full NFL game is super tough for me now. Watching a full NBA game, super tough. Even kind of sad, but even now movies are also getting kind of tough for me because I figure like, man, like I could be editing out hustled right now. I could be listing right now. I could be um I don't know, doing a live show and other things that's kind of related to what I'm doing and as far as like my business goes and uploading shirts for merch. So when I'm sitting there, I only have like a specific time when me and the wife are gonna like, sit or watch a movie because I know it's gonna take some time. And we have different shows and stuff we like to watch. But as far as like a random day that I'm already like, hey, I gotta finish this, I gotta do this, then I'm just like set in that mode. And now time is like, specifically for this.
I mean, yeah, 100% agree. What actually have worked for me is I have actually became more disciplined when it comes to my sourcing time. Before I used to just go out every day, and now I have kind of like work around my sourcing day, just for the fact that I cannot source all the time. I have set limits, so I usually only source. Because for me, sourcing takes the most time for me because I have to drive further and I have to go to more stores. So I usually have that allocated from Thursday to Saturday. So, and also when it comes to time, I actually have to step on the brakes on myself because sometimes I get too ahead of myself, and that's why we have the movie pass. I force myself to do that. Now the thing is, because it's me and my wife that does eBay business together, right? So we literally have to get out and watch a movie for us to just slow down and take that chill time. Because what I'm really trying to uh, something that I don't want to happen is to get burnt out in doing eBay because this is something that we really love and I don't want to get burnt out doing what we love.
Yeah, that's a good point. And I think we could probably do a live show on like how to handle burnout also because it does happen too when you're putting in a lot of time and effort into your business, which you should. But if you get burnt out, you also don't want to lose interest and that fire in your business.
Hmm?
So I think we can also talk about that on a different show.
Yeah.
Cali Hustler, we'll talk about the hours we put in. Our lister sisters are in the house.
Oh, where they at? Oh, there we go. The sisters, Noel and Helene are here. Uh, so yeah, that's really important. And we just turned 1 year old on eBay. We just our first sale anniversary was March the 12th. So
What was the first item you ever sold?
it was my Lacoste shoes that I didn't wear.
There we
I,
go.
I found it hidden. I paid like $39 and I was able to sell it for 79.99 shipped.
Yeah. No, first sale ever. And you
Yep.
know what we should talk about? Because we're talking about not wasting time. You know what's one of the biggest time wasters? Sitting on the can with your phone. Like I kid you not. This is like like you really should put a timer on to see how long like it takes you. Like if you're just there, you're on Instagram, you're browsing. Next thing you know, you're watching some videos like YouTube's up and like I mean you can just get lost in like,
Uh,
liking posts and stuff. That's just it's gonna waste time. Like get out of there
mhm.
and go back to working and doing everything else you're doing.
Yeah, mine until my legs hurt that I have to get off the.
Until your legs start falling asleep and you
Yeah.
can't get up. You can't get off the can. You're like, oh man. At Ross. No, you don't want to go to the can at Ross.
Yeah, you gotta go to Marshalls.
Yeah, Marshalls is very
Pro
nice.
tip: Marshalls.
Yeah,
Or
Marshalls, very good bathrooms. What about trying to think Burlington bathrooms?
no,
No, they're not that great either.
worst. They're the
Worse.
worst out of all of them.
Yeah. And you know what's also Ross, you gotta be like, yeah, to tell the guy, like, hey,
Yeah,
I have to go to the bathroom. Like, can
the
you
guy's
do the
probably
door
tiny.
thing?
Like, what's this guy doing there?
I
Probably
know.
spilling
To
a
press a
lot.
button.
Spilling.
I'm
Yeah.
like, all right, now I gotta get in here.
Yeah.
All right. So that was a good point. Let's see what else. Watching YouTube videos, laugh out loud. Watching hustler hacks on the can. Could happen. Let's see what else is going on here. So true, all
So
right.
many people related on that time waster.
It was a
Everybody
huge time waster.
guilty. Whoever's guilty, give raise your hand.
Yeah, if you're guilty of that, be like, gee, thanks, hustler hacks. Now I'm going to the can. I have to read this shampoo bottle that's next to the, you know, shower or something. I was on my phone. All right, so Don Hustle just got here. What's the topic? Not wasting time on the can. You came just in time.
Right. Exactly.
Um, let's see. This guy says I'm on the can right now.
There you go.
All right, number 4. You okay, top 5 signs you were meant to be an eBay seller. Number 4, you take action, you move quickly, you are a doer. And
Yes.
this you can really compare because of there's other like family and friends out there. You have a different speed than everybody else. And if you're a doer, like you get an idea, you're set, you have that mindset like, hey, I'm gonna move on this and I'm gonna make it happen. And I think people they like this when also they see different. I mean, it could even happen for like Ross fans of the week. Like I know some people that have contacted me, like they watch the video, like, oh man, that's so cool. I need to go back. I need to do this. Like it gets you re-energized or re-motivated to go to Ross that day. Or some people even watch it right before they go sourcing. So they have, they see something or they have an idea, they take action and they want to keep going and they're a doer.
Yep, 100% agree on that one. If you don't execute right away, and if you're lagging behind, I mean, even if you're a day or two behind, some hustler out there is swooping your steals and deals already, and that's why I always feature it whenever it's snowing, it's raining, whenever it's bad weather. That technically it's not really that bad. It's just not convenient for them to go out. That's when I go hard because that's when I know there's two or three or four or maybe 50% of the resellers out there are slacking. I actually get really motivated to go out and do it because some when people are not doing something, that means there's just going to be more for you out there.
Very true. And Chris says ideas aren't anything without execution, and that's the biggest thing that we have also talked about. Me and Ken, even we're like planning our trips and going sourcing and figuring that out. Is like, okay, well, we have this idea. We talked about this too. Like, we had this idea, out hustled, of going to different cities and sourcing and doing meetups. So it's either okay, that's a cool idea. Now, are we going to make it happen and like buy flights, figure out the rental car, map out where we're going to go? Like now it's the execution part. So it's either we're going to make it happen or we're just going to sit around and talking about this cool idea and then never make it happen.
Yeah, the funny thing is, we actually bought our tickets the next day right away after we talked about our plan. So we just kind of like, let's think about it and see what's gonna happen. And the next day we got our tickets ready to go, and that's what we're that's how you really get ahead. Whatever you're doing in life, whatever your dreams or desires are, or even your business. Whenever you have a good idea, better execute it because somebody else is ready to execute it there for you. And in the whole business game and especially in life, opportunities are there, but if you snooze, you definitely will lose.
Yes, sir. And I think another part of that one was, like different excuses can come into play as well. Like, and those people that always have an excuse about something. It's always the excuse part and the what if part. So, um,
We
so the
don't have
excuse.
that. I don't know. I don't think we have that. I don't think.
No, we don't. But that's the thing, though. Like, but when they do happen, that's what holds people back from making, especially moves from going out of town or even doing something different. We're going to go out of town for a certain amount of days. So if an excuse could have been, well, it's kind of too much money right now to go out of town to go to our first out hustled was the Dallas Houston part. Oh, it's too much money to go here, get a rental car. And then the what ifs could have been, well, what if we don't make any money out there? What if
Yeah.
we have fines? What if I don't know, weather, something happens, and that's what hold people back, I think, from making some bigger moves out there that
Yeah.
they really don't want to have those like risks in there.
I mean, like even when we were in Kansas City, we sourced Kansas City that first day we were there, that Tuesday, and we really didn't find anything. And we were like, we're driving 3 hours to go to St. Louis tomorrow. And the people that we told them, they were like laughing and they thought that we were joking. And then what time were we up? We were on the road at 8, getting I think before 8, right? seven
Yeah.
thirty or something like that. We were on the road, getting ready to hit our first store. So uh, that's just a plain execution and just had a great idea. Let's drive to St. Louis. It's only 3 hours. Not that bad. We actually found some really good deals there too.
Yes, sir. Let me go back into the chat. Let me see. Gritty Girl Boss, yes. Walk-in Faith Flips did invite us over to spend the night at your house when we go
Yeah.
to San Diego. So we'll we'll figure something out there, or
Thank
maybe
you,
we'll just show up.
by the way.
Let me see. Motivate yourself, execute the hustle, and everybody sleeps. There we go. I'm working. Um, Went to Burlington and a guy filling up a duffel bag and had security remover and walked right out. That's from Jason. that's a random. That's a random topic, but that guy's ROI is tremendous.
100%, 100% profit.
Gritty Girl Boss, Haruna, hi. Strike while the iron is hot or any moment opportunity passes you by. Got to take that first step. Yes. If you had to pick top 3 spots to source for sneakers, what would it be and how soon do you list after purchase? So, the top 3 spots,
My top.
that's
What's your
what,
top three?
what's my top 3 for sneakers? Nike Outlet has to be in there for sure because that's mainly what it's about.
I don't think
Um,
there's any top at all. It's just. I was just gonna say my top three is number one, all stores. Number two, all stores. Number three, all stores.
well,
There's,
because
there's
I
just no
mean,
excuse you can't go to all of them.
yeah, well, you should go all of them unless they're not in your area.
Yeah, exactly. Like I drive 2 hours to get to a Ross if I really want to. If I want to make it happen, you make it happen. So, I think that's just it. I mean, there's no secret sauce. It's just the pure hustle is the sauce.
Yeah. There's no secret sauce that you cannot find on the internet and exclusive things. Like you won't find this anywhere else.
Everything's on the internet. Like where should I where should I source? Google it. Like, where are the top discount retailer stores in my area? That's all you gotta do. Unless the sauces that we use, what are the sauces that we use? Hot sauce, barbecue sauce, ranch, and ketchup. Those are not even secret, but we need them every lunchtime.
We need them.
Yeah.
What are and let me see. Oh, so how soon do you list after purchase? Now you have a pretty good. I talked about this well as well, but you and your wife have a good, plan on that.
hmm yeah, within 24 hours, everything needs to get listed within 24 hours, or else I'm not sourcing. I sleep late. Everybody's like, don't you sleep whenever you get back? No, I sleep when the work's done.
And talk about the like death pile part.
I have, like that's when you have that rule of 20 listing everything within 24 hours, you have zero death piles. Zero death piles is a waste of capital that's just sitting on your corner that you're not actually trying to take advantage of. That's pretty much like if you're sourcing too much and you're not listing as much, might as well leave those items in the store because they're not going to be worth anything for you because if they're not listed. You won't have, you won't sell it unless you list it.
Yeah, very true. And let me go back up real quick. Will you try Ross and Marshall's food again? We were supposed to
Yeah,
in
we
Kansas
bought
City.
one. Where was that at? I don't know. Like probably we probably ate it or something.
We were supposed to, and then we just ran out of time. And that was one of the things that we are like, because we had the conference, and then we did drive to St. Louis, and we came back, and I was like, man, like, and then of course the main part of the conference part was like networking and talking with people. So it's
Yeah,
like I didn't really want to be
we didn't
stuck
want to
there
like
doing the
be at
video.
yeah, we didn't want to be at that room while everybody's like talking or eating barbecue outside. We gotta be, we gotta network. We had some barbecue, had some pizza, we had some Applebee's. So we had to be out there. We can't stay in our room.
Yeah. So that's what maybe the next one we'll figure it out. So no hustler snacks, not right now, but we're definitely working on it so we can make it consistent again. But we're definitely gonna go back into it. Do you list while you're on the road? I don't.
Yeah, I mean
Um,
we try, but once you sell it, you're gonna have to like ship it and stuff like that. No, like technically the longest we've been out of the road is like what 5 days,
yeah.
so that's pretty much the longest we don't get to list our items. But it's just easier to just focus on sourcing at one point, and then when you get back, just list them all.
And Hate Her Kicks in the house.
What up?
Message KL. I'm a new seller on eBay here in Europe. How do I attract watchers and eventually buyers?
List better items, take better photos. That's pretty much it. The mark you can't try to engage the market. The market decides whatever they want to buy. So as long as you did your due diligence on researching sold and completed listings, they should sell.
Yeah. And that's all kind of tough because we're not in Europe. If there's other things that
Yeah,
maybe we
right,
just
right,
don't
right.
know about it from living there or being there, we don't know about. But that's like you said, better items, high quality items that people are interested in, and that's of course is going to help you. Better listings, better photos, better description. Those things will help. Let's go to number 3. So top 5 signs you're meant to be an eBay seller. Your family and friends don't understand you.
Yeah. I mean, what do you think about that? I mean, you have family all over there in El Paso, so
Here's the funny part is that family and friends. Now, when I made the channel, I didn't tell anybody that I was doing the channel for 2 reasons. Number one, I didn't really want them to also kind of like flood the channel and try to like also just tell me general feedback like that's so cute that you have a channel. You're
right.
doing so good. But in reality, if my videos are sucking, then I really just don't want just a general feedback that they're not really going to tell me. And number 2, it's like a lot of the family and friends know about this and they've known about it now that it's kind of like grown a little bit more. Maybe they saw the article thing. Maybe my wife told them about the channel. They know exactly what I do. They've seen the video. I talk to them in person and they still don't do it. So
They had
what
direct
makes them
access.
want to
They had
do it? Yeah,
direct
to
access.
take the action to do it. Now I even have the same ones that are like, oh man, that's so cool. I want to do a channel. Or that's so cool. I want to go to Ross and sell. Well, no one's stopping you. You can watch all the videos you want. You can take action, go to the store and do it if you want to do it.
Mm-hmm.
But they're not really in that same mindset. And that's what I really like about the meetups that we do. Um, because now you can relate to other people that are also in similar situations and reselling and build that network and trust and or friends, because it is going to get lonely out there for the ones that don't really understand.
Yeah. For me, my parents, sent me to school, got a bachelor's degree and everything. They paid for everything. It's like my first, and they were always like, like, are you really sure that's what you want to do? And I said, yes, mom. I love what I do and everything like that. And since I kind of know them, they're always just, like, I kind of see that they're just kind of protective, but as far as family, they understand it now. uh, as friends, I've I all my friends, so-called friends, just drop like dead flies, because they don't understand the hustle. Like, oh, you own your business, da 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 da. Like, I get invites about parties and stuff like that. I just don't get out because, one is I don't want to waste money. Two is I just want to focus on growing my business. So especially now we're still in our turning into our second year, I really don't have any friends besides the Instagram community that me and Glenn have met. So I guess that's one way of not getting the bash. Just get rid of the people that don't have the same mindset as you, because that they could be really discouraging at some point if you really allow them to.
And they could, and your own family and friends could also be part of your haters. I mean, if you start getting success,
Mm-hmm.
whether it is through YouTube or eBay, or you start making some more money, and the haters can't start coming out from your personal friends and family and be like, well, look at this guy. He thinks he's all cool because he sells on eBay. Come on. How much can
Real.
he possibly be making?
Yeah, and then I mean, they're the ones that could really hurt you the most too, because there are people that you care to.
Yeah, totally. And so I think it's kind of hard to get that understanding. So like I said, that's one of the beauty parts of the meetups. Florida and Washington D.C. for a cheap little promo and plug. If you want to meet us, go to these cities. We're going to 3 different cities in Florida: Miami, Tampa, Orlando, Washington D.C. Right after that, we'll see you there. All right. So
Yep.
that was number 3. What?
And let's go back to the chat. Mr. Ab says, since starting in August, September last year, I've enjoyed the thrill and the profits. I haven't expanded to Nike Outlet yet, but will. I definitely need to do better listing sooner. You got full time job, dad plus a husband. Well, kudos for you, sir. That's definitely a true hustler right there. And keep what you're doing. Nike Outlet's gonna be there, but as long as you're definitely making the profits, you're finding the right items, and most importantly, if you love what you're doing, have at it. You don't like we don't try to force anybody to our game, as long as we just want to show people that possibilities are endless with the opportunities that we have right in front of us.
And let me see. We go back. Oh man, now there's a lot more chat. Let us know in the chat. Does your family, or do your family and friends care about what you do? Have you left them behind? Have you dropped them, like the flies that they are, or have you done, or have you grown in that and found or brought someone in? Let's say like a wife, husband, wife, boyfriend, girlfriend, or other friends into the reselling game with you, and now it's become, you know, cool business and or hobby for you to do. Let me know in the chat. Let me see.
Sandra said, my mother in law thinks it's fascinating that I resell. She keeps giving me stuff to sell. There you go. That's 100% profit right there. Hater cakes. So close to getting my inventory booted to the garage or a shed. Hey, that's a good thing. That's a good thing. That means you're growing. Took me a few weeks, but my wife just joined me today on a Salvation Army Hall. Adonis, that's awesome. There you go. I love it. It's a cash flowing business. Who doesn't get that? And well, when people don't have the right mentality, they never just get it.
and then we have Los in the house.
Oh, Los is awake. Yeah, he's been doing his taxes. Green Gardener Resell said, oh, let me see. I lost it. Uh,
Green Granny Resell in the house.
I know.
He lost it.
That's very crazy.
All right, let me see. Oh, she says April 7th will be my first item sold anniversary. Green Energy
Oh,
resale.
there we go. And then she said, I get no encouragement from my family, so helpful to have a strong resale community. 100%. That's why we are here.
Let me see. So, Gritty Girl Boss, who we know very well, chipping in for Hustler Snacks Florida. So 4.99. We can buy some type of snack with that money.
Oh, there we go. And then we got Lost too. Lost said he's gonna take a fork. Right, Lost?
Right? We'll see what he says. All right. Wife is too busy to help, but supportive. Very nice. Yes, you do need a supportive, better half. So my wife supports me 100%, even going out of town, all that stuff. So that's why I love her so much. Supports me doing all of these things. And eventually we'll get her into the eBay side of the business, but that's probably not until we have a kid or something. But we're not here to talk about having
Yeah,
kids.
yeah. We'll travel first.
All right. Top
Never
five
mind.
signs are meant to be an eBay seller. Well, $2.
There we
Miami.
go.
There we
Another
go.
snack.
There you go. Part of the snacks. We'll throw that in. So top five signs are meant to be an eBay seller. Number two, you're always looking for ways to improve. And I think this is really, really important because there might get a time where I don't know, you're a little bit comfortable in what you're doing, you're making some money on eBay, it's doing good. But I honestly think there's other ways that you can improve all around. And you should be looking for these ways to improve because even though I mean I'd been doing it for a good while as far as like reselling things and on from Ross and things like that, I never really felt like I knew 100% of everything. I don't think that's possible. I think that there's always some more to learn. And really part of like more I guess like the cleats and stuff, I really didn't get more into that until Ken came around and started talking more and more about the cleat stuff. Like I've really just basketball shoes really what I know. Like that's really been a fan of. But I've learned more and more as we've gone along from Ken and other resellers on Instagram and people
Tell
we've
them
met up.
what new brand did you find
What new brand from where?
from Burlington that you haven't seen before
Which was how hustled was this recently?
recently? Some boots, some leather boots.
Oh. So out hustled recently. We went to Kansas City. Um, Ken found these fry boots that were like at the top shelf. They were on clearance too. I don't know how long they've even been there because they were on clearance. Red tag, Burlington, 29.99, and of course you could say, well, maybe you should bust out of your little basketball shoe mind and check these out. Which really I've never even sold those before. And then Ken found them, and obviously they were selling for really good money, so that helped with our out hustled pile to sell.
Fry boots.
Yeah.
Yeah, he only knows one fry, the one that you eat.
Yeah, cheese and bacon fries.
Yeah,
That's all I
loaded
know.
fries.
What do you think about improving?
100%. That is one thing that I have learned. Uh, the longer I have matured within my entrepreneurship journey, in the earlier years, it was always like I knew everything already. We kind of just have that too confident. Uh, like already everything. And like I said, Glenn was actually the first person that I emailed randomly to ask for help, and that really helped a lot. And that's where I got today. Uh, until up to this day, me and Glenn's conversation is always like, how can we improve this? How can we improve that? What do you think about this way? What do you think about that? And when you have that kind of mentality, that's when you truly can experience that the possibilities are endless, because the only person or the only thing that stops you is a closed mind. And when it starts in your mind that you just think and believe that you knew it all or you know it all, and game over. We had one person that approached me, had so many questions, right? And then they had this game on the reseller fam. It wasn't really a game, it was an activity. They had people stand up, and who in here is a 1 year seller? Everybody sits, if you're a 1 year seller, you sit down. 5 year seller, you sit down. And then I think it went up to 21. This person was was selling for 21 years, and this person had the most question to me. And this was before I knew that he sold on eBay for 21 years. I was like, my mind was blown. I was like, that's why that guy's still selling on eBay, because he always have, he always want to improve. That's the hence why he had a lot of questions to me. So that, that was a big eye opener, and that's, one of the highlights that I noticed, that, man, the oldest guy selling on eBay is the guy that had the most questions to me. That means he just wanted to figure out and find out more things.
Very true. Rolando, email me again. I mean, I get a bunch of them. I try to go through all of them, but
Yeah, he
email me
tries.
again. He tries. He tries. And that's, I mean, 21 years selling. I mean, that's pretty awesome. You
Yeah.
were what, 21 years ago? You were probably what, sourcing in the womb or something?
No. Yeah. I was probably in the balls hanging.
Oh, that's hilarious. Um, let me see what else was I gonna say about that.
The listener sister said with the super high heels, your boots that you picked up, the stripper boots.
Oh man. And looking for, oh, we're talking about ways to improve. There was something else. Oh yeah. What I was gonna say about that was like building a brand or a name. Like this could go for like YouTube or Instagram and even with eBay, right? Like we know things are gonna take time. And you mentioned it yourself, like put something out there and then you build it as you go and you keep improving. I mean, because I've known these people that I've worked with that want to do like hey, I want to start an Instagram. What should my name be? Like what should my logo be? And they stick into this mindset to where like it has to be perfect in order for them to throw it out there and for them to get feedback or likes or subscribers or followers or make money on eBay. And the thing is like it's never going to be perfect. Like you just have to put it out there and then you keep growing and building it. I mean, it's not going to be perfect.
Mhm. For sure. Things that are valuable, things that last longer takes time. So you
Yeah,
guys,
long term.
yep.
All right. So number one, top 5 signs you're meant to be an eBay seller.
Top one. Here we go. Drum roll. I don't know what it is, but here we go.
You are constantly thinking in your mind when you go anywhere.
Hmm.
I wonder if I can make money on this.
Exactly, man. Um, um, the first thing that pops in my head, my wife bought me this Lacoste shirt, and she says, "Babe, you gotta wear this on the first day." She had me, because I already got my costume for the second day, and everybody came up to me, "Nice shirt. I wish I could sell this on eBay." That's when I knew. I was like, man, these are just eBay people or resellers in here, because they just saw the dollar sign on this thing. And kudos to my wife for picking that. But you're 100% right on the number one tip. When you're just trying to continuously look for things and ask that question, man, I wonder how much this thing sell for. Pull up the comps. There you go.
And you look at and you see things in a different way because it's almost like going to the mall now. If you go to the mall and you're going to go shopping or something, wherever you're with, it's like, I know I can get this at Ross for like way cheaper. I know I can get this at like Marshall's for way cheaper. And so you have like an alternative mindset because you not only do you know that you don't have to spend that much amount of money for this certain item, you're also thinking about, man, I could probably sell this and get more money from these things. And Jake says all the time, even with birthday gifts. So that's all. So you get a birthday gift too, and you're like, oh man, like should I keep this or not? Should I sell? What do you think I should do? And
Like,
this
comps
always
really quick.
happens.
If the ROI of the profit's really high, I can buy this used somewhere or something.
Yeah, totally. And it's a good mindset I think to have because money's not controlling you anymore.
Hmm.
And I really felt like money was controlling me when I was working the full-time job and controlling me was because I only had one, you know, one way of making money. I only have like one income source, which was that job. So it's like I was dedicated to that, and then once I got that check, it went straight to the bills and other things. This all right. This is what you're left with, and you have to make sure this lasts until the first of the month the next month. And I'm like, man, I got 30 days. And I'm like, oh man, like now you got to figure that out on the budgeting wise, and then you don't have any other money coming in. So now when it's different, you know how to manage money, you know what things are worth, you know where you should buy things or not buy things, you know what's a waste, what's not a waste, then you can really make money work for you.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, and it goes on the vice versa too. Instead of buying retail, you always try to look for better deals now, right? Not only I think this could be like a one dash A, right? Top one dash A. Instead of, right, you have the mindset of, I wonder how much money I can make out of this, and the other, the other thing or the other mindset there is like, man, I wonder if I could get this cheaper somewhere.
Yeah.
So that's one thing that me and my wife have learned. I mean, there's so many times. Every time I buy something, I always thought like, man, I paid full retail price on this before, and imagine how much money I could have saved if I knew how to find better deals.
Very true. And I think Chris, I sold everything bought for myself for Christmas. You also have to do like the Christmas the Christmas gift thing, which is like you go to Ross, right? You buy something. You
Mm-hmm.
already know you got it for cheap,
Mm-hmm.
but you're gonna give it as a Christmas gift. Now you can accidentally leave the retail tags on there and be
Yeah,
like, "Yo, Glenn got me like a
I
hundred and
bought
twenty
out.
dollars
I
shirt.
bought
Like he must have, man, he's spending big money on gifts. Little do they know, Ross fine, nineteen
out.
ninety nine.
For real, that's when they know you really balled out. At first, I tried to trick my dad because me, we're just like a shoe family. We just love shoes and everything like that. And he loves Cole Haans. And this 0 grams retail for $290. I gave it to him as Christmas present, and he was just like, "Man, your son, you're making some real money." And then, little did he know, I paid $40 at the outlet. That, and then every time I send him watches and stuff like that, retail tag $298, but you just blow dry and take the yellow tag on from TJ Maxx. They're like $39.99. So I mean, literally, money is just a perceived value, right? The retail tag is just a perceived value. It's just crazy how we attach success and kind of like, the I've made it kind of thing to just the retail tag. But at the end of the day, it's not really that. It's just, it's how much you can invest and make that money work for you, and how much less you spend. Because at the end of the day, you can, like we joke around, we are living in a city where we can live like a millionaire and not have to be one. So it's just a matter of certain life choices that you can enjoy your life and ball out, as long as you just know how to spend it and how to make it.
And now it also makes me feel like a little bit guilty. Like when we bought, bread toes and other shoes like Jordans and stuff. I'm just like, all right,
This
I know I can sell this. Should I keep it? Like I haven't even worn them yet because I'm still like, should I just keep them? Should I sell them? Because I know what they're worth, and it's like, well, I don't know. It's now it just kind of turns into like a weird situation.
No, bro, you don't have to. You can make excuses. That this is the time that where we can pull our excuse cards
No, okay,
and
all
shoot.
right, all
Okay,
right, I'll accept that.
don't feel bad. Don't feel bad. I'm here for you. We
All
feel
right.
the same way. while I have my brand new Air Max sitting on my side.
Oh yeah, very true. Oh, you got those in?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, okay,
Still
nice.
in the box. I haven't.
Anything else we should add to the top five
um,
that you can think of right off the bat?
I think that's pretty much it. I think we did pretty good. We covered a lot of the mindset and a lot of the concepts that uh, people should have if they want to be successful on eBay, and some traits that people can identify that gives them more confidence and encourage them on knowing that these are within them.
Very true. And do you think we should get some more thumbs up since we have over 120 something people watching?
Oh, for sure. We have a lot of, yeah, we got to get that thumbs up. We got 38 now. All right, guys, if you guys are watching and you guys have, uh, if you guys like us, just hit that thumbs up
If
button.
you like us, if you like us, let us
Yeah,
know.
I'll promise we're gonna give you a high five once we see you, or we're
Yeah.
gonna give you a hug or something. There we go. We got 44 people like us now.
Okay. So any questions? Let us know right now in the chat. We'll answer the questions before
All
we
right.
finish up.
Yeah, we got time. You said which Air Max? I think I'm gonna pull it up while you guys stop there. Let's see.
All right. Let me see. I'll give you a thumbs up. That's a, that's a walking faith flips. When are we doing dinner together again, listeners sisters? Washington D.C.
DC
Let's
or in
see.
Florida if they're flying down to Florida, right? See you
They
in
could.
Florida, Orlando,
They could.
flying down
Yes.
there.
Heart
Uh,
Pickers, what's up? Good to see you. I'll give you one thumbs up. Thanks. Appreciate it. You guys use a PO box for shipping? You can. I don't, but I do know other people that do. But it's totally up to you.
I don't use PO box.
Las Vegas, yes, that will probably be in July. We'll be in
July.
Vegas.
So eBay Open is coming up. They are releasing their tickets March the 22nd. So if you guys wanna join eBay Open, uh, they're gonna be releasing that tickets and be like the 23rd to the 26th or 24th. Oh, it's the 24th to the 26th. So we will be there as well. It's not Vapor Max. These are the Air Max 98 with
This guy.
Dookie colorway. No, these are nice. I think Glenn loves this because of the dolphins.
Yeah, threw some random purple in there. I don't know how I feel about the purple, but
Now that's I think it's so like more of like the Hornets too, like the old Hornets team. So I actually got this for under retail. I paid 190 for this, and I used the eBay coupon code for this when they had the 20% off, and yeah, it's pretty nice. I'm gonna rock this. Quality pretty cool.
I thought you were gonna sell them.
No, sell. This is when we make that excuse.
Richard says tricks yogurt colors.
Yeah, true. Yeah, this
True.
is so dope. You're so dope.
Chris says, Glenn, can I get another voiceover commercial?
There we go. Do it.
New commercials. What should I say?
That
Hey
plug.
guys, Glenn from Hustler Hacks. Join my Patreon. Something like that. Is that good?
What about your southern accent?
I can't do a southern accent. Oh man. Let me see. Tampa meetup. Yes, we're pumped. What Soupy scoring stuff?
Yeah.
Soupy has free plane ticket to eBay Open.
Oh, because he got delayed, so he got a voucher.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, so now he's definitely gonna go there. What are shoes are better to sell, cleats or other shoes? That's kind of
Better
a hard question.
shoes.
Yes, they're both good to sell. Let's put it that way.
Yeah.
Let me see. Los, are you going to eBay Open? That's a good question for Los. Where is he? He
Yeah.
probably already left.
He already gave me the pinky promise. He's coming.
Oh yeah, he doesn't.
He
Pinky
doesn't break
promise
his
is
pinky
super
promise.
important. So,
Yeah.
all right, let me see what are the other questions. I think I missed quite a bit that came up earlier again. Oh man, I'm like super behind.
I know.
Let me see.
Favorite brand to flip besides Nike? Jordan. Still under Nike brand.
Jordan. Adidas, maybe.
Yeah,
If you got it for super cheap.
yeah, Adidas if they're hype, but if they're not hype, you're bound to sit on them for a year.
Yeah. When does the next Smasher pass? That's a good question. I think next week we might do Beat the Bee. If not, then we'll do Smasher Pass for sure.
All right, let's do that.
Tips when cross listing.
Uh, Cross list everything.
Oh, well, cross listing Poshmark and eBay. I mean, that's what you're doing.
Yeah, so we actually do. We cross list Poshmark. I mean eBay. Our eBay inventory to Poshmark, and the tips really are. We actually go for the lifestyle first. Understanding the Poshmark buyers. So there's not a lot of. If you go and look at the sold, there's not a lot of sports specific items like cleats and stuff like that. So I go for lifestyles like Air Maxes. I've sold basketball shoes there. I've sold Jordan retros. I've sold watches. Just a little bit more poshed out. So kind of like the fancy smancy, good looking stuff. I Those are the things that I actually cross list to Poshmark first. And the beauty about Poshmark is they don't have any returns. So the only time they actually have returns is when you sell something fake or not as described item. So
Yeah.
that's pretty much it. Yep.
And let me see. Goes out on the southern accent. Yeah, I know that's gonna happen. How much do you consider for shipping when researching a buy? $10, 15?
Yeah, I put $10. Really.
Let me see. How much have you sold on Poshmark?
Uh, I believe I'm up to like 2,800 if I'm not mistaken.
All right. And let me see. You should do Philly meetup after DC. There's at least 30 to 40 Rosses TJ Maxx around here.
Yeah, well, I think we're trying to do that. Kind of merge it with New Jersey meetup and New York.
How far is that again?
Philly is like 3 hours from DC.
Oh, but Philly to like New Jersey, New York.
Huh? I don't know. We'll ask him. I
Let
think
us know in the chat.
it's only 2 hours.
Because we were thinking about doing that, but that one might be rough.
Philly to New York. Oh, an hour and 47 minutes.
Oh, okay.
Not bad.
Do most of your sales go to East Coast? Because mine do. Mine actually go more to like California. I don't know.
Well, it depends on your location because people can sort when they can get it the soonest.
Yeah, that's true.
So there are some stuff that Glenn is selling that I might sell more if it's a New York location.
Very true. Because some people want it quicker, so they're gonna be like, "Oh, well, I'll just go with this seller. It's good
Yeah.
feedback. I can get it quick. Let's go."
Yep.
Would you sell Jordan 4 cause on eBay?
Yeah, you can as long as you just put insurance and signature confirmation.
Let's see. How to choose your eBay username.
Just don't go with some dookie names.
Just don't go super niche based.
Yeah.
Like if you go super niche based and you plan on selling things outside of that niche,
Yeah,
that's where things are gonna get mixed up.
don't be like basketball closet and then you try to sell some soccer stuff. I
Now it's
go
like if it's a mix and
Yeah,
thrifted
go for
and
like a brand or go for like kind of like just your uh VIP goods or some stores or like you know s- uh discount store like like how Marshalls brand themselves. They're just not cornered in one specific niche.
yeah.
So
That's
uh
what happened to Burlington Coat Factory, and then everybody just thought they just sold high quality coats, and
right,
then they're like, "Oh yeah, go to Burlington," and then people are like, "Don't they just sell coats over there?"
right, just kind of like this, do Nature Valley. So
What where else we
yeah,
got?
don't choose walk in fate flips.
Oh.
He actually, yeah, actually was able to rebrand his Instagram when we were eating at Denny's.
Oh yeah, he
And
rebranded.
also for the record, Denny's, which I haven't had before, and the first time I had it in Kansas City, is actually better than IHOP and Waffle House. So I'll be eating at Denny's more now.
More now. So Denny's, if you're out there, Ken the Hustlebee would like to be the official sponsor of Denny's.
Yes, I will wear your shirt. I will wear your hat. I will wear your waitress uniform. I would love,
Waitress uniform.
yeah, I'd wear your their uniforms sourcing in Burlington Coat Factory or Ross's.
There we go. Hearts Pickers, username has to do with cards, never changed it. Yes on Denny's or soup, then you can only sell soup. Yes, Denny's is better. Ice cream with pancakes. All right. Last question before we go. We got 5 minutes left. Nice little reminder. Yes, hustlerhacks.com/East Coast. Join us for the free meetups. Hang out with us. Take selfies with us, and tell us about your business and any way we can help. We definitely want to do that, and we want to do some free giveaways. So join us out there, Florida next month, and Washington D.C. in 2 months. Anything else before we go?
That's pretty much it.
All
Did
right.
someone say soup? Yeah. Soupy.
Soupies.
All right, guys. Thanks for hanging out with us tonight. We will see you soon in your city when we're gonna hustle and we're gonna do meetups and like how we say it on this channel.
Oh, you're trying to take our what? Are you trying to take? We're supposed to do it in accent.
Oh, do it.
No, you're supposed to do it in an accent.
What?
Yeah, you're
As
supposed to.
as
Oh, he
how
here kicks a
how they would
southern accent.
how they would say it in the South. Get her done.
You're supposed to say "go out and get it" in that
I
accent, though.
can't say it. They don't say gotta get it. They just say get her done.
It's kind of close enough, I guess.
Go
All right,
do it.
see you guys.
Do it. Do it.
No, I said see you guys.
Bye.
Now, no, go out and get it.
Go out
No,
and get it.
no, go. No. All right, see you guys. All right, for reals this time.
Go out and
They said get her done. Go out and get it.